Hi, I'm Lynn Franklin. I have one question for you. How would you like to be a mind reader?
I want you to just raise your hand if you've experienced relatively little stress. How about a moderate amount of stress? Who's experienced a lot of stress? Yeah, me too.
So how many of you are sort of making yourselves smaller? Maybe you're hunching.
How many of you out there have siblings? Please raise your hand.
How many people here would say they can draw?
How many of you remembered it like a movie? How many of you were describing it to yourself, remembering what people said? How many of you remember how you felt or how things felt to you?
How many people have ever hitchhiked? How many people have hitchhiked within the past 10 years?
Show of hands, how many people think it's the gray one? How many people think it's the green one? And how many people think it's the orange one?
Have you ever had trouble remembering information?
Have you ever eaten a booger long past your childhood?
Has anyone here heard of TED?
Now, can any of you see the predator that's about to jump out at you?
Would you be happy if, by the end of this session, you could draw pictures a little bit like this, or even a little bit like this?
And you're probably thinking, so which one of these three am I?
The question we need to ask ourselves is, what is the purpose of thinking?
Let's begin with a question. Do we see reality as it is?
So how on earth do we even see?
How did I get here?
What on earth am I here for? What is the relationship between your brain and your conscious experiences, such as your experience of the taste of chocolate or the feeling of velvet?
Do you know what people really think about you? If a survey was given to your friends asking them what they really think of you, and the results were posted on the screen, would you be nervous?
And what were your considerations when you got dressed today, putting those clothes on today?
The question is, why?
But why can't I figure out my problems? Why don't I feel more fulfilled? Why do I feel like a fake? Why do I feel like I've got to pretend that I'm more than I really am?
Why do we cheat? And why do happy people cheat?
Why do so many of us flounder when we're trying to recover from heartbreak?
But why in my early 20s was I being taught how to walk? More importantly, why did walking this way feel so alien?
Why do we think that men cheat out of boredom and fear of intimacy, but women cheat out of loneliness and hunger for intimacy?
Why do the same coping mechanisms that get us through all kinds of life challenges fail us so miserably when our heart gets broken?
Now, why am I talking about cows?
Why haven't the chimpanzees flicked the off switch to humanity?
Why am I here? What am I here for? Where am I going?
If you think that train coming down the track at 200 miles an hour is just an icon of your desktop, why don't you step in front of it?
Now, the key question for today is, of course, is there a method to the madness?
What is the cause of this current anomaly?
What is color for?
Who is God?
Could Galileo be right?
Is this some kind of touchy-feely socialist conspiracy going on here?
And when we say infidelity, what exactly do we mean? Is it a hookup? A love story, paid sex, a chat room, a massage with happy endings? And is an affair always the end of a relationship?
I think so. But could I be wrong?
Where did you leave my keys? Where did you leave my keys?
Where is the off switch to the internet?
Look, I'm going to be castrating some lambs. Can you tell me the deal?
I think that's one of the most important questions you'll ever be asked. What's in your hand?
Interested? Right.